The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Asim in Dallas.
Hi, Tom. I love your show.
Thank you so
I've
much.
been listening to you since 2001 from my Seattle days when you were on a little station there.
I appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Thank you. Well, listen, thanks for bringing us from Seattle to Dallas, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I love all the hosts. I love your show. I'm addicted to it.
It's Hotel California. It's wicked, isn't it, man? Thanks.
All right, Tom. Nice to talk to you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. In every kiss, in every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 124, NASDAQ up 25, S&P's up 10, gold contract down $4.90, trading at $1,347 an ounce. Silver down 13 cents at $20.03 an ounce. Platinum down 32 bucks at $1,143 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $2.19 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.63, trading at $43.35 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note down 22 ticks, 132.01. 30-year bond down a point and 19 ticks, 171.28. King dollar up 217 ticks, trading at 95.82. The euro is at $1.11 and the yen is at 101. Our phone number is 827-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, here we go. So, S&P out here today. Now, this is a trip in itself. So, $218.91. If you remember that ABC structure, hard to believe that they finally made it. $218.90. That was the number. That's the first part. Okay, second part gets more intriguing, and this is what it is. So we had gone topside last Friday, got to $218.23. Got to a higher high Tuesday. Tuesday, $218.76. Now, we did that with 51 million shares. Light volume, it failed on price, failed on volume. Yesterday, we come down with way too many light shares, 57 million. That's what's going on here. Wants to test it again. So the kicker is going to be, can it hold the $218.76? We'll see how that shakes out coming into the close. I do expect you're going to have higher volume. And so that price point there, you have to go back to actually the high of Friday for failure, which would be $218.23. Because I suspect we're going to do more than 2 million shares in the next hour. We're going to do that. That's on your SPY. So a failure would be a close under the lows of last Friday, which is $218.23. That would be a sell-off of 50 cents. I don't see that happening coming into the close. We take a look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What do you have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs are... got to a price point today of $117.37. We're at $117.16. Now, the 3 Qs, I see that it looks to me that they will fail on price and volume. And folks, if that's what you got, this is so hard to fail on price and volume in the Qs, and this is why. So the Qs had made a high on Wednesday with 13.2 million shares. Then we backed down yesterday with 14 million, but that was too light because 14 million was going against 23 million. Bottom line is that I don't expect the Qs to do 4 million shares in the next hour. So the number is, can the Qs close over 117.29, which of course they can because we're at 117.17. But we'll see where that shakes out. My take is that the Qs will fail because the way that they're trading out here, if we go take a look at the NQ itself, the future, which is going to move the Qs themselves, what you're going to see is this, is that you had the first downdraft this morning. First off, the futures ran all the way up to the 4,811 value, goes down fast, furious, into the 4,775. We climb all the way back topside. We hit a counter trend high at, let's see, 10 past 2 this afternoon. And then what do? Right before I got on the air again, you went into a downdraft to 47.97. So the way it's set up right now, that's a high volume, little swing to that. We're likely we're going to be under the 4,800 coming into the close, and right now you're at 4,802. Gold contract. You want to hear some you want to see some deviance? Gold contract, the GDX, the gold, the silvers, all of the above. This is about as deviant as you can get. So. Gold contract out here today trades all the way up to 1359. Now we're at 1346. We were coming into the downdraft that was created last Friday, which is 223,000 contracts. Yesterday, you had a failure. It gets up to 1363. We close at 1345. You do 191,000 contracts. Well, guess what we did today? Tried to get up to the same area. Correlation, now you get 135,000 contracts versus 223. Bottom line, this baby wants to go to lower price. I expect, it looks, the way that some of these equities are setting up, it looks like it's going to, we've been in distribution for quite a while. It looks like it's going to be fast and furious. Oil, what do we have with oil? There we go. Oil's a trip in itself. So oil rejects the 41.10 area out here today. We're at 43.38. Oil looks like it still wants to go up to ICE. ICE is laying out of their oil at 45.57. So we'll see where this shakes out. And that being said, that's where the oil market itself, the Exxons of the world, the Chevrons of the world should be helping the S&P, but they're not. They're going sideways. Chevron's up $1.34. Light volume. ExxonMobil is still looking to go to dramatically lower price. It looks like a monster ABC structure on the way down. Bonds. What do we have at the bond market? We go take a look at the 10-year note. What you're going to see first is this. You're down on 88,000 contracts. Now, what? This is where this is going to be so amazing watching this thing shake out. And this is why. What we have here today is this. You have fast price destruction with dramatically lighter volume. And when you get that, most times you are going to get a turn that's extraordinary, actually. So we've done 880,000 contracts today. You're going against 1.3 million contracts. You're going against 1.2 million contracts. Bottom line, that sets up another bounce going up into higher price, not lower price. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 124. Nasdaq's up 26. S&Ps are up 10. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the, excuse me, folks. We have the Dow up 116, Nasdaq up 24, S&Ps are up 9.5. And as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the first hour, we have our man, Mr. Andy Heck. And don't forget, folks, every Tuesday, Thursday, right here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Andy's got a great show, the Technomento Commodity Hour. He also has a great newsletter. You can come get that newsletter by coming over to our website at TFNN. You go to TFNN, you go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters, you hit the Technomento Commodity Report. You can check out Andy's newsletter 1 month absolutely free. And of course, if you heard that show last Tuesday, it was his 300th show. It's a beautiful thing. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm good. Lots of action in the markets here.
There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. My take is that we're going to fail on price and volume out here today. At least in the Nasdaq, we'll find out what the S&P wants to do.
We shall find out, that's for sure. Hey, big day yesterday, big up day in the platinum group metals, but they give it all back today. But more significantly, they were able to make a new technical high.
Okay.
So platinum got up to just under $1,200 an ounce. And palladium got up to almost $750, but today we're back down to $1150 in platinum. We're back down to the $690 level in palladium, but all good action.
Yeah, no, I can see that. So
that's an interesting one. I mean, I think continuation in precious metals, higher highs, higher lows. It's going to be a bumpy ride, a lot of elevator shafts down, but then we'll crawl back.
Elevator shafts down. Ooh, baby, watch out.
And tomorrow, Tom, big day. Tomorrow is the Clarence Beeks Day.
Is it? And that's the WASDE report, right?
Yes, the World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates report. And, the August report tends to be the most important report of the year.
Really?
Yes, because, we've gone through the planting season. We've gone through the a lot of the growing season, and now they're going to have a good handle, the USDA, on crop yields. So the levels to watch tomorrow in soybeans between 48 and 50 bushels per acre. Anything above there, bearish. Anything below there, bullish. Corn, 170 to 172 bushels per acre. So those are the levels to watch.
That's pretty cool. I mean, and now, what time does that come out again, Andy?
At noon Eastern time.
At noon. So that's when everything stops, right? The spreads will probably...
Everything stops.
Yeah. And then, of course, once it's out, then there's action beyond belief.
Right, and the market's only open for a short period of time, so you will see concentrated insanity.
Wow. I like it.
The other interesting thing today, natural gas. It had an injection of 29 BCF. You know, the interesting thing is that the injections are trickling in this year. We are 44% below the rate of growth of inventories compared to last year. But natural gas doesn't like it. Down a penny and a half today.
Yeah, so natural gas looks like it's going to, well, actually, it looks like it's going to make its way back to, what, 240 or something. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Gives you another chance to buy before winter, right?
Yeah, no, listen, I think it's off the bottom, you know, so it's like a little rocket ship, and now I guess it's coming back to Earth, right? Right.
Little rocket ships tend to come back to Earth hard, right?
Yeah, totally.
So meanwhile, you talked about stocks. Stocks are, the stocks are so juiced here. It's unbelievable. Everything's juiced by these low interest rates.
Yeah.
And, they just keep plowing higher, plowing higher. It's like musical chairs. But we're coming into a time of the year where historically stocks like to get sold.
Right. No, listen, we've been at highs now, folks, since July 14th. Okay, that's very unusual when you stay at the exact same spot.
Well, if you keep injecting central bank steroids into the market, capital looks for any place where it can grow or get some kind of yield.
Sure.
So it's like a giant magnet.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that, and I can see the sell-off too.
Right. Oh, I can see it too. Let's talk about crude oil.
Okay.
Crude oil had a really good day today. Big day up, a new high since last couple of weeks. The problem with crude oil is twofold. Number one, the open interest is over 1.8 million. So shorts are fueling this rally. And you know as well as I do, nothing fuels a rally like a lot of shorts, and nothing fuels a dip like a lot of longs.
Right.
So that's what we're seeing here. The problem is that product prices continue to be weak. And a lot of the buying in crude oil could be due to those rumors from OPEC of a production freeze that will likely never come, that could be scaring some shorts out of the market.
So production freeze. Yeah, they're all broke, man. They're not broke, but they need money just socially over there, right? That's
But they love
line.
to. But when the price looks shaky, they love to start jawboning, and they had some action from their jawboning back in February, so they're trying it again.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. That would make sense. What
So
surprised
I think $45.
Yeah, what surprised me a few nights ago, actually the day before yesterday, is that they come out and they said that, hey, they thought the rates that the price of oil would stay low for a while. I says, well, that means oil's going up.
Yeah, it'll go up until they start feeling good, and then it'll go down again.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Right.
Man.
Just the way it goes. Another market to watch after the WASDE tomorrow, Tom, is cotton.
Okay.
Cotton broke up from about under 65 cents, went up to almost 78 cents a pound. Tomorrow we'll find out about inventories. It went up after last month's WASDE. So if we have a bit of a drawdown in inventories, we could get some explosive action in cotton. And if inventories build, we could get it going the other way. So a lot of potential action there in cotton.
Now, what would be really cool, folks, is that what cotton had gone topside, as Andy's saying, really nice. One of the breakout areas are like 65 cents, man. I'd love to see this come back to 65 cents because the volume was big yesterday. It's light today on the way up. So that's almost saying you got a small ABC down. Let me see this. So that'd be 77 cents. Almost
66, I think. 66 is the downside target.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to do an ABC down right now. So 70, 78 to 71. Yeah, you get 7 cents, which would get to 65. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool because 65.88 is where it broke out from. Now, if you got that, you got that in light volume, folks, then you get a potential consolidation that's set up, which is pretty cool. It
is cool. It is cool. I like cotton. It's cheap. It's cheap. One other thing I wanted to point out is coffee. Coffee's kind of edging lower, recently making lower lows. I think coffee, has to stay above like $1.34 to keep the action intact. But demand supports coffee. The downside's very limited in coffee here, I believe.
You know what's amazing? Let me just see. KC1, if I bring this up. It doesn't seem that, I guess the bean price can go up and down, but the prices at Starbucks never go down.
Oh, of course not. Come on. They're very quick to raise prices when coffee goes up. When it comes down, they're not lowering. They'll find another reason to rise.
Yeah, no doubt. Here, stay right there for a second, all
sure.
right? This is Andy Heck, Tom O'Brien, folks. We want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 116. NASDAQ is up 25. S&Ps are up 9.5. We'll be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 117. You get the NASDAQ up 25. S&Ps are up 950. Talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. We are talking commodities. And, of course, don't forget, every Tuesday, Thursday, right here at TFNN, folks, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Andy's got a great program. So no matter where you are right now, if you're listening in your car radio, remember you can go right to your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. And as you're doing that, folks, remember that we go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. All live content. On Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening, all live content. Check it out on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. So, you know, these metals are getting really interesting to me. I mean, you know, my take, Andy, is that, you know, they've wanted to pull back for a while here. Today, the deviant is so deviant, it's unbelievable, because what you had is you had Royal Gold come out with numbers. Numbers were good. They gave it up at the highs. You had the GDX give it up at the highs. You had the gold contract give it up at the highs. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, the gold stocks, you know, what were they up, 130%? Of course, it's going to be a bumpy road.
More than that.
Right.
We had a couple that were up 250%.
Right, I'm just talking about the GDX as an index.
Oh, yeah, no, I
from
agree.
the beginning of the year.
You know, it's intriguing, because to me, the longer that we actually stayed up here, the worse that it can get on a downdraft. That's my point more than anything.
That's true. You know, we just saw in the last 20 minutes a huge move down, you know, a $10 move down in gold and a move down in silver. But silver's still $20. Gold is still above $13.40. Hey, I could see gold's the 50% retracement of the move is 12.12. So it's going to be a bumpy road.
A bumpy road, man. A bumpy road. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks.
But it's going higher overall. That's my view.
No, I agree. I totally agree. There's no doubt about that, man. It's like, because these interest rates, they, you know, folks, when you look at the world rates, the bottom line is that our rates are so high, it's amazing, actually. You know, I know that sounds bizarre, and it is bizarre, but it is what it is.
I've been trading gold and silver, you know, for coming up on 40 years.
Yeah.
And I have never seen a political and economic landscape that favors these metals like the current one does.
You know, I agree with that. The caveat that I'd have is this. When I started the gold report, right, in 2001, right, my fundamental take at that point was that, okay, you know, there's going to be trouble out here, and, you know, bottom line is that as the markets go south, gold would go north, right? Well, the gold market and the metals market go with the broad market, meaning, you know, that, yeah, what you do have is that you get, every time the broad market would take a hit, the metals would take a hit, and then the metals would go higher than the broad market, right? And when I'm looking at the market right now, you know, I remember 2007, right? Gold went from 1188 to 666 like in a heartbeat, you know? So it's intriguing in that aspect that if, in fact, the broad market is going to take a hit, it seems like everyone just has less money, so everything is valued at a less price. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You
But,
know?
I look at it in to step back and look at it in a macro picture. I look at all of the currencies out there that have really depreciated against gold and silver over the last year. And the fact that low interest rates, you know, are here to stay. If you start seeing the, the stock markets really nosediving and real problems, the central banks are not going to start raising rates.
No, I agree. I'm not. I agree.
So we can just, you know, tank for a while, but this thing will snap back.
You know, I agree with that. I guess where I think people have to really watch out is this, is that if everything's going down, everything is worth less money. Even though that I do agree that gold, silver, and hard assets will be worth more money, but everyone has less money. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
It's like, you know,
absolutely. We're seeing it a little bit. You know, the World Gold Council came out with their report, and they said that jewelry demand and basically small bars, small coin demand has gone down pretty hard in China, in India, in the Middle East. But the ETF demand has gone up, and central banks continue to be net buyers of gold. They are not net sellers. They are net buyers, and that is Russia and China. And I don't see that changing.
No, I don't. Listen, gold in this environment, gold's going to be worth more money than anything. There's no doubt, man. That's you know, the bottom line, folks, is that over the course of time, the amount of dollars that are out there that get used. This is what the difference is. The difference is that people are not using their dollars. They're so scared. That's the other side of it. You know what I mean? And so if you don't have the velocity of cash going through the economy, well, guess what? You don't have inflation. You know. So,
I mean, I'm hoping that silver pulls back to $18 because I'd like to add to my long there.
Oh,
I think that's
agree,
a possibility.
Man. Listen, I'm sitting here, you know, my hands in my pocket, saying, okay, is it going to be another month and a half? How long is this going to be before, you know, we'll find out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that usually happens when you least expect it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Well, you know, it was interesting when Andy says that, folks. At one point of the market today, I really thought, the way I was watching these, you know, golds trade, and I says, oh man, this thing is almost ready just to really fall apart. You know, now it didn't happen, you know, but at certain points, I've been in front of a screen long enough, you know, it goes, and then all of a sudden, boom! And then it's like, what just happened, man? You know, it's like, okay, so, hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if this move. You know, the other thing is you know, the move down over the last half hour or so, it might have sucked some shorts in. Volume popped up here. You know, might have got. I kind of like that gold open interest has been coming down over recent sessions. It's down about 12% from the highs. That means that people have taken profits. You know, speculative money has been pared back, and gold is very neutral on the in terms of the overall technical metrics. So. You know, we'll see what happens. Tomorrow's Crazy Friday, right?
Yeah, I know. Crazy Friday in August, too, folks.
Crazy Friday in August. A lot of people take off. I think that we're now, you know, we're in the Olympics part of the year. We had the Brexit vote. Yeah. Then we had the conventions. Now we have the Olympics, which is lots of fun to watch.
Everyone's happy with the Olympics.
It all comes back after Labor Day, where the debates and the election gets into full swing, and these markets will start getting wild.
That's a great point, man. Yeah, I mean that's a great point, man. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I don't know that.
So we got a couple of weeks. It's a good time to, you know, just to take a look at these markets and let them consolidate or do whatever they're going to do. It's a shortened vacation season this year. Usually it starts on Memorial Day and lasts through the Labor Day. This year, maybe we get a couple of weeks.
I think you're right, man. Well, in Florida, the kids went back to school yesterday, Andy. Yesterday, 2 weeks early. They changed it. Well, in our counties anyway, Pinellas County, Hillsborough County, they changed it 2 weeks early. Now
when they get out now, they get out in April?
In May.
Early May.
Yeah, early May. Yeah, big time. Yeah. Have to love it, man.
Interesting. In New York, we used to, I don't know how it was in Boston when you were growing up. School started the Monday after Labor Day, and it ended at the end of June.
Hey, did you see A-Rod's 2 last games, Friday and Saturday night, huh?
I know. Go farewell, A-Rod.
I might go Friday night. They're playing on Tampa, man. I might go.
You should go.
I think I'm gonna, man. That's pretty intense, man. Well, listen, we look forward to the show at 5 o'clock, Andy.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care.
Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up $1.28. You get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 11. Let's go to Afim in Dallas. Hey, Afim, what's going on? You there? There he is.
Hello.
What's happening, brother?
Yep. Hey, not much. How is Hotel California?
Oh, you're in California now?
No, I said, how is Hotel California?
Oh, Hotel California is a beautiful thing. Totally, man.
Hey, I talked to you before about Gilead Science.
Yes.
So, you know, off and on, I've been short in it since 102.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the bottom on this thing. If you were to buy this thing, where would you buy it and how would you buy it?
Let's take a look. So you get Gilead. This company, the low for the year is $77, which was just established on the 27th of June. The high is 117. Okay, so let's break this and put this on a weekly first.
That was a breakdown on Brexit. You know, whatever that means.
Yeah, right. That was a good point, whatever that means, because there's always some type of excuse. Well, first off, I wouldn't get into this just yet, Afim. What's going on is this, okay? So this has a high volume swing low between 73 is the high of that low and 63 is the low. So this this thing hasn't bottomed yet. You know, this is down from like 123, right? So what you will see is this. This will build some cause. I mean, it looks like it's building cause today. It's, you know, it's doing a little bounce on light volume. It's not done yet, though, man. If you let's see. Let me just put this up because you'll be able to see. Yeah, this
after the earning, it had a big whoosh down with 35 million shares, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of the longs have cleaned out on that.
Yeah, well, it looks like that more can get cleaned out, you know, because technically, you know, this is a, let's see, that would be the breakdown at 93. So 93 to 116, so you get 16 and 7 is 23. What did I say, 93? So that means $70. So on that price projection, that's saying the price projection wants to go to 70. And that high volume, if you're not watching Tiger TV, if you go home tonight, if you're driving, April 11th, the week of April 11th, you're going to see how that sticks out like a sore thumb. That's where that thing wants to get tested.
Okay.
And if it tested with too much volume, then don't touch it. That's the kicker here, man. You know, don't touch it.
I'll just sit and watch what happens. This is crazy market, man. It goes up every day. Try to short anything, and you get a bloody nose.
Well, you know, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, the XLE was a good shot. The IBB is a good shot. You know, I mean, it's up today, but those two sectors, you know, basically, you know, have given it up. You know, we'll find out that there's no doubt the you know, the spies, the, you know, Qs, they're not giving it up. You know.
Right. Hey, you know, Tom, the funny thing is, when I'm in the car, I'm on one of your intros. So when I'm in the car with the family, when I'm in the car with the family, they listen to it and they say, "That's you, isn't it?"
Isn't that cool?
Like, yeah, yeah, that is kind of cool.
I love it, man. Well, we appreciate it. I get some great producers, and you know, it's amazing. I've actually been in a couple places, and not only the people, if they hear my voice, they say, okay, that must, you know, it's Tom O'Brien, right? But what was really cool is that I was in a place, and just someone like you, right, which I've never met, you know, personally, right? Well, I met someone that was on the promo, and I heard his voice. Says, "Oh my God!" So that was really cool. Do you know what I mean? Because normally it's the opposite. But I heard that voice, and I'm saying to myself, "Hold it, man! That's one of our listeners. That's one of the Tigers, right?"
If you're ever in Dallas, I'll take you out for lunch.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I love Dallas. Dallas is a beautiful place, man. Spread out.
Beautiful place, very hot.
Very hot. Well, you know what always blew my mind about Dallas? You know, being from Boston's probably pretty contained, right? And it's a small city, but you had a big city. Dallas is so spread out. It's like, oh my God, Dallas is like a state.
Oh yeah. You put on a lot of miles on your car, even if you're going grocery shopping every day. You know. Yeah.
Well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure.
Okay, man. One more question.
Yeah.
I bought into today GDXS. What do you think of that?
I think I'm gonna 200%. Yeah, no, I got it. 2 times the inverse. Oh, good. No, you stay right there. Yeah. No, okay. I think you get action, man. I mean, these goals failed in a big way, man. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking it could easily climb over 13. You know, one of these days.
Well, now the way it works, this is a 200% inverse correlation, folks, of the GDXS, and the inverse of the GDX. Okay. So what happened today out here is the GDX failed in a big way, folks. Okay. It got to $31.78. It's trading 31.07. It tested its high. Now, you want to see a classic. This is a classic, folks. Your first high in GDX, which had light volume, had 68 million shares, 31.44. Your second high, which was yesterday, 31.69, had 56 million. And then guess what? Today is 35. So...
Yeah, I think I'm in good position on GDXS too myself.
I think you are. And, you know, for me, what happens, folks, is that, this is bizarre because I'm such a gold bull, but I know well enough, you know, when you take your money and when you get out of town, and now is the time to get out of town if you're in those metals. Because
that's the only way you make money.
When you're late to the party in the metal market, man, there is no party. There's freaking disaster. Cooking, brother.
All right, talk to you later.
Have a great one, Afim. Have a safe one. And, for all you folks up in Boston, man, come on down to Florida, man. It's a beautiful, 90 degrees out here. It's not 98, and the humidity's not that bad today. Man, Mr. Mitch is telling me it's 98. In fact, I was looking at the. No, I know what it was. It was one of my cousins that sent me a text earlier about the mayor in Boston. He's declaring, an emergency, right? Because it's going to be that bad over the weekend. And when the weather is hot in Boston, folks, it doesn't go away. That's the real problem. Like what happens in Florida, the sun goes down, and it gets about 4 or 5 degrees cooler. And if you're at the water, that is a huge deal because that's just enough that you feel good. In Boston, what ends up happening is that there's really so much cement that the humidity does go away, and then there's real problems because 98 in Boston probably feels like, I don't know what the exact temperature would be, but you're talking about way up in the hundreds. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 130. NASDAQ up 28. S&P's up 11. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up $1.30. You get the NASDAQ up 28. S&Ps are up 11. So let's go over to the Dow first, because the Dow is at all-time highs. We are at 18,625. And bottom line, you close there, guess what? You can go higher. The volume's light, but the closing high is 18,595. The high is 18,622, and you're over it by 3 points. We go into the S&Ps. You take a look at the S&Ps. The SPY looks to me like it's almost going to be the same deal. Yeah, you're over the high. The high is $218.76. You're at $218.82. The NDX 100, we're at $117.20, and that needs 9 more cents to get up and into that level. So we'll see whether that can do it. Let's go to the small caps. The IWM, that's only up 69 cents. That has a long way to go. That's at $122.16. It's $122.85. So small caps don't have any juice underneath them. If we actually look at the Russell, the Russell's up $6. That at 12.29, that high is 12.35. So bottom line is that just doesn't have the juice. If we take a look at the volume characteristic out here, what we have in the NYSE, it's going to be anemic. Yesterday we did 764, which is light. It's not even going to come in at 764. We're at 591 right now. That's going to come in at probably it'll probably come in under 700. We'll see whether you can do over 110 million in the next 10 minutes. The MVO, let's see. The NASDAQ Composite, that's also going to come in really. I don't think that's going to come in at 1.6 billion either. That's at 1.3 billion right now. So you're talking about really anemic volume. We'll see if the price holds. If the price holds, what you'll get, either way, what you'll probably get is that you'll get to a slightly higher high tomorrow, and then you'll get a failure tomorrow on a Friday. Because what you do have is this: Mondays, Fridays in the summer, most times are the slowest. With the type of sideways market that we did have this week, again, bottom line, I don't expect that you'd see anything different. That being said, you very well may see something different. Let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar, once again, has been building cause to get to higher price. Dollar got slammed, bottom line last week when the jobs number come out. Was it last Friday? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, it goes, it got slammed actually on the 29th. Last Friday, it goes topside. It rejected lower price yesterday, had lighter volume. What we have out here today is that, you have not a lot of volume. You get the price going, but dollar right now is trading at this 95.85 level, and it looks like game is on again for 97.62, and more than likely game is on for the swing high up there at about the 99 level. What's going to get intriguing here is that meeting-wise in the Fed, folks, this is what you have. You have September 21st, November 2nd, and December 14th this year. And, the election's in November, so I don't see that being on the table. December, what has happened is that the probability, and this is tradable Fed fund futures rate, has gone up pretty quickly. We're at 49% now. In fact, I'll start bringing this up every day. That wasn't even close to 49% 2 days ago. That was down to 25, 27%. So that just doubled up. That, guess what? Maybe December would be it. Those numbers, however, that being said, those numbers, they fluctuate like in a big way very, very quickly. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some more numbers after the close. Dow up 119, NASDAQ up 24, S&P's up 10. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Mike in Wilmington. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, pal, good. I'm calling to give you a compliment because I just want your listeners to know that you are on your game right now. I've been listening to you for a lot of years, Tom, and you were on your game. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget you calling King Dollar back when it was in the 70s. You saying it was going here, and everybody couldn't even believe that it could even dream that it was ever going to go back to the 90s.
I appreciate the feedback, man.
All right, pal.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you are learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials close up 117, NASDAQ up 23, S&P's up 850, gold contract down $9.30, trading at $1,342 an ounce. Silver off 22 cents at $19.95 an ounce. Platinum down 34 bucks at $1,141 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $2.19 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.72, $43.43 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note down 26, 132.03. 30-year bond off a point and a half, 172. King dollar. King dollar up 257 ticks, 95.86. The euro is trading at $1.11, and the yen is trading at 101. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, here we go. So, your Thursday in August, SPY up $1.01. Hit a high today of $218.94. That ABC structure that I wanted to get to is 218.90. It made it. Okay, that being said and done, what do we have? The high that was generated out here on the Wednesday was $218.76. That is when the indices failed on price and volume. You had SPY, diamonds, small caps, Qs, all of them. Bottom line, what do we do? Yesterday you go down, and you go down light volume. It's like, okay, man, it's going to test the highs again. So what do we have out here today? We've done 68 million. You did close under the last high, but guess what? You have 68 million versus the 51, and that's saying that the highs of today can get tested again. That's the S&P. NDX 100, different ball game. Now here's the divergence. Pretty good divergence too. This is real subtle, but man, this is a trip. Okay, so the Qs. What do we have with the Qs? Qs make a high on Wednesday, $117.29. You do 13.2 million shares. We get to a higher high today. We close under the high of the 9th. We do that with 12.4 million versus 13.2. That's a failure in price and volume. And this one here, folks, is so hard to do, it's amazing. The reason being is this, is that the failure on Wednesday had anemic volume, which is unbelievable. But what had happened is that we came down with light volume yesterday, too. It was 14 million, and 14 million was going into 23. So what you have here is this, NDX, failure in price and volume. If you look at the small caps, what you have with the small caps couldn't make their high. So bottom line is that the small caps also just, small caps have to get up into the 122.85. Right now we're at 122.07. Gold contract. What do we have with gold now? Gold contract is coming into a Friday, which is always, not always a highly volatile day. I do expect we're going to have a highly volatile day tomorrow, and this is why. The gold contract today, the spread on the gold contract, it traded up to $13.59, failed on price, failed on volume. You're down 860. You're at 13.43. We did 149,000 contracts going into 233,000 contracts. That's about as deviant as it can get. So coming into a Friday is going to get pretty wild watching this whole thing shake out, because what we did have, whether it's the XAU, the HUI, and we've been up at these levels for a long period of time. You had the XAU get to a high today, $112, get $114.71, which got over all the highs, and guess what? Closed underneath them. I do expect we're going to have lighter volume, because if we go look at some of the highly weighted stocks in the XAU, what you're going to see, if I look at an Eagle, that traded up to 59.73. We did 1.2 million shares versus the 2.2 million shares. Bottom line versus that's going to basically try to get to a high. Couldn't handle it. One of the big heads up was Royal Gold, folks. Royal Gold had come out with their numbers last night. They had beat by a penny. And this is one of the best gold stocks there are, period. Okay, so you want to be all over buying a pullback in the stock. And what had happened is that Royal Gold, they bid it up this morning. They got it up to 86.73. It closed at 84.57. Bottom line, couldn't make its high at 87.74, and you had light volume. So you're talking, this is the second stock, not the second stock that has come down, but Rheingold Resources is the strongest stock. Royal Gold's right behind it. Rheingold is off its highs from 126. You're trading at 110. Rheingold also failed on price and volume. When you get two of the strongest gold stocks in the sector doing it, guess what? Bottom line, let's go right to the dollar, because what that is saying is that the dollar is going to continue to higher price. So if we go over to the dollar, we take a look at the dollar, this is what you have. Dollar today goes up 262 ticks. You're at $95.85. That's saying it's going to go to 96.50, and we'll see whether it can make it up to the swing high of 97.62. Bonds. What do we have with the bonds market? If we go into the notes first, this is what you're going to see. The notes, fast price destruction on the way down, light volume. When you have fast price destruction with light volume, whether it's up or down, you normally turn right around. So that's saying that the bonds want to turn right around again and go topside. The 10-year was down 26, 936,000 contracts versus 1.5 million contracts, or 1.3 million. You can see a bottom line, much lighter volume. We go into the 30-year bonds. What we have with the 30-year bonds is we did 197,000 contracts, and that really didn't have a dramatically fast price destruction. So it looks like the 30-year is going to lead the 10-year back topside once again. We'll see if, in fact, that's going to basically take place next week. Because what I don't see, I can see some high volatility in the metals market tomorrow and in the currency market. It looks to me like the S&Ps, the Dow, this will push into the highs, test the highs once again, have light volume. It'll be next week that you have a shot to go downtown. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down up 117, Nasdaq up 23, S&P's up 9. As we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the second hour, we have our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, up. And, of course, don't forget, folks, Basil does an outstanding show every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Remember, you can get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get great HD quality video as well as audio. Now, when you come over to our website at TFNN, what you're going to see right in the top of the carousel, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, new highs to come. 90-minute live event with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, which is going to be on August 16th, which is hard to believe that it's next Tuesday night, August 16th. That really is a kick-up. This is going to go from 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, folks. This is a subscriber event. You can be a subscriber to the opening call right here, right now. The way you do it, you come over to our website at TFNN and sign right up. You can get a great newsletter for 30 days. You're going to come to the webinar 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. And if you can't make it live, folks, we got some great technology. We can put it on your page for 30 days absolutely free. You can go over it as many times as you like. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Well, I heard that the market is as hot as it is in Boston.
Can you believe it? Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. But thank goodness we're not up 117 points in the heat. It's only in the 90s.
Yeah. You get, and I guess, well, the real heat's going to come in tomorrow and the next day, right?
Right. Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yeah. I hope it just doesn't rain because I'd like to play tennis. We'll see what happens.
Oh, you'll be playing tennis. You'll be sweating your little butt off.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
So, hey, listen, what are we going to look at? Or what do we,
okay.
Well, we should talk about your workshop.
Yeah, so the webinar coming up on Tuesday night. For a year now, I've been talking about new highs in the market. That means new Dow highs, but it turns out that it's the other indices as well. And what happened was a year ago in May, we did make an all-time high in the Dow, and that was at 18,351. In the interim period, we dropped 3,000 points. We went down to 15,370 in August. And then we rallied very sharply up and then came and retested it. The Dow didn't make a new low. Some of the indexes did make a new low. But what happened is almost all of them have gone to new all-time highs. Now, that's very important. So I'm just looking at the charts. What I'm going to be discussing, though, in the webinar is something. These are themes that I've discussed forever. I mean, ever since I've been here at TFNN, I've spoken to you about what I thought was the Japanization of our bond yields. At some point, there's going to be a period where I had no idea whether what would do it, but our economy would follow. Countries seem to follow one another, especially major companies, and Japan was a major country. And so they Japanized the yens. In other words, the yields went to virtually zero. And we're following in the same footsteps. So I'm having a webinar that talks about a whole spectrum of issues that really go from social issues to political issues to the dynamics of currencies, to the dynamics of the factories that our factories that just disappeared basically and went overseas. Are they coming back? Is there a whole new phase that could come into the United States where we start to produce? It's a coda period, I call it. And this coda period says that all the aspects of skyscrapers that I always talk about, the economy, the stock market, what people do. You know, there are young people. The percentages show that young people are not buying houses like other generations. They're not buying automobiles like other generations. They're doing different things. They're not even putting money into the stock market as before. Does that mean that we can't use the stock market to generate ideas whether or not we've made major tops or not? So these are the big picture things that I'm going to do. But also, as I did in my last webinar where I focused on steel and I focused on the semiconductors, this is a period where I want to focus on what sectors, since the biotechs have had a fantastic move up. Now they seem to be consolidating again. And they had actually been decimated from the major top that they had from the 400 area right into the 240s. Now we're looking at something a little different. So there could be a rotation into different sectors. And that's what I'll be discussing. So it's going to be stock and sector specific, but I'm also going to give what I think are the intermediate term to the longer term macro view. And it's based, I'm not an economist, but it's based on years and years of studying trends, looking at these trends and saying, you know, a lot of these trends are starting to come together to make it such that there probably will be another big move. Even if we have a sharp pullback, there should be another big move in the down. It's ironic that I titled this webinar way before there were new highs, and here we are today, exactly, new all-time high in the Dow.
Right.
So it's very timely in that I'm going to be looking at sectors that need to pull back. They've had a fantastic move. You spoke about gold. The stocks have been, some of them have had moves like they hadn't seen in years. So there has to be a period of digestion in some areas, and what happens next is going to be very important, and that's what I'm going to deal with. So, and I've already started with subscribers. We're already starting to implement ideas that we might even implement before Tuesday. So if anyone's interested, this is a great time to get used to what I'm looking at, how you subscribe, and how you can pick up my charts starting from about 6:30 in the morning until 8:35. My last chart, the Traders Corner, where we have all our positions. That's the one that goes out. I'm going to have to discuss what we're going to do with a fabulous stock we've had since December. Telephone, which is we bought at 34, it's at 43. We have another one, MWA, which is a pattern that you and I have spoken about very often. It's called the Chapman Wave Stalk Leg Formation, and it's done it perfectly in the monthly chart, and that's very unusual to see these in monthly charts.
Okay.
And it's gone from the 10.5 area where we bought it, and today it hit 1250. It's at 1242 now. What is this is water still a sector? Water, that is water products, diagnostics, monitoring. Is that still a sector that is still really very important to the rotation in the market? Will this be a sector that holds up? I'll be discussing things we might want to add to this position on a pullback. Those are things we might even get started on a little sooner than Tuesday. So if anyone's interested, this is a great time to get it. You'll have a day or two to really understand how I post the charts, how you can read the charts. And over the weekend, I will start sending out the charts that I will be probably using on Tuesday night. So you'll get a head start. But this is such a terrific period for something like this. The semiconductors. Who would have thought? This is basically a commodity. Look at the nice move they've had. They've just made a test of maybe a double top here on the short term, leg F in the weekly chart. Could they now pull back as the other sectors come into play? I'm going to be discussing all of those things, and that's. I consider this to be one of my most important webinars. Not so much. I do think timing-wise, because I think we're very close to some kind of a pullback, but timing-wise in terms of the very larger, big perspectives that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time.
And folks, the way you come into the webinar, come over to our website at TFNN. You can subscribe for 30 days, and you can subscribe free. Your bottom line, you're going to get a great newsletter for 30 days, as Basil said. You're going to get into the workshop, which is Tuesday night, 6 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it live, guess what? It's going to be on your webpage for 30 days. You can go over it as many times as you like. Basil, you have a great weekend, safe weekend, and stay cool up there, man.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
Okay. You stay right there, folks. We're coming back with some numbers. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and we take a look at good old J.C. Penney. Had Macy's come out with numbers. Nordstrom went topside. So J.C. Penney is coming out tomorrow morning before the open. And let's see what we have here. So this actually, you know, this is equity that's got killed, but guess what? It took out a B point today, a small ABC. Well, actually, hold it. Let me put this on a weekly. Yeah, you can make the case that, yeah, it took a B point of an ABC up. So 7.10 would be A, $7.10. Your B would be 9.80. So you get $2.72, which would get you, let's see, that's 10.50. That's 11.20, and the swing high is 11.99. Yeah, this baby. This will be intriguing tomorrow morning to see how this shakes out. That's coming out with numbers at 7:30 in the morning. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today, and this was a wicked low volume day, folks. That's the bottom line. You had Chesapeake Energy up 23 cents. Macy's was up $5. They come out with numbers. Kohl's was up $6. Now, both Macy's and Kohl's, they look exactly the same. Two equities that just absolutely got killed. They come off the bottom, have the juice, though, have the volume, have the wide price spread. You know, so bottom line is that Macy's looks like it wants to get into 42. Kohl's, let's see what Kohl's was looking like. Kohl's out here was up $6. Yeah, that probably wants to get up to its swing point of a 46. Yahoo had some juice in it. What's really interesting about Yahoo is going to be trading off now what Alibaba does, because what's left inside Yahoo after this buyout is going to be the stock of Alibaba. That's it. But that being said, guess what? Yahoo just did an ABC up. Let me see this. This is going to get really wild watching this thing. Yeah, we get an ABC up. So it's a big one, too. Your A point is 26 bucks, 38, 12 bucks, $47. 47 would be the A to B equals C to D. And what that's all about is that Alibaba came out with numbers, BABA, and it's the amount of shares that Yahoo owns, and that was up 5%. With juice. This is also an ABC up, man. Look at this. This is pretty amazing, actually. It's been off the bottom for a while, but let me see what you have here. Well, this is not an ABC up, but this looks like it wants to run up to the 105 area. NVDA, let's see what NVIDIA's doing. They just come out with numbers. NVIDIA closed at $59.70. That is trading at $62.53. So that's got some juice underneath it. Numbers go like this. The estimate was 48 cents. They made 53. The revenue estimate was $1.35 billion. They took in $1.43 billion. Big money, man. Holy cow. ACIA, let's see what this is. They design, develop, manufacture market communication equipment. This closed at, this is Arcadia Communications. This closed at $67.70. That's trading at, oh man, $77. It's up 10 bucks. Look at this. So let's see what this did. Oh, this is going to be a big short interest too, I think. Yeah, oh my God. So check this out, folks. This has a 36% short interest. Oh, this is going to be a squeeze beyond belief. Okay, so let's see what they had to say. Their earnings per share was 77 cents. Their revenue was $116 million. Oh, look at this, man. This is, they put a correction, meaning that, yeah, that's correct what you're reading. The estimate was $85 million. They came in with $116 million. That's pretty intense. And we just look at this again. So a 36% short interest. It's pretty amazing that there's not a lot of shares outstanding here, too. This is going to be a mess. Okay, so let me bring this back. This is an IPO. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. It's a recent IPO that someone's going to get toasted and roasted. Hopefully that 36% is hedged, because what you're going to have now is this. And this has been a one-way shot on the way up. You closed at $67. It's at $77.90. And picture this. More than 36 out of every 100 shares have to be bought back just to close the short position. Never mind natural bias, folks. That is when things can get really intense, like very, very quickly. So that in the morning, I suspect is going to have some big numbers. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here today. What you have is that you had the Honeywell up 34 cents. Big Blue was up $1.45. Coke was up 14. GM was up 50. Well, let's go over to Amazon. Amazon, the king bird for internet, that was up 262. This is kind of at the same place it's been for quite a while. Google, let's take a look at Google. Google's at highs. Well, actually, you know, Google, this is subtle, but Google did fail on price and volume today. We did 1.2 million, got over the high of Wednesday, closed underneath it, had lighter volume. So that's saying that inside the NDX 100, we got some weakness. First, let's go to the Dow. We'll go to the Dow and see what the strength was in the Dow first. Strength in the Dow today, had Nike up 2.9%. Merck was up 1.5%. Chevron was up 1.2%, and 3M was up 1.2%. Taken away from it, small numbers. You had Walmart down 0.2%, DuPont off 0.1%, Disney off 9/100ths, and Apple off 6/100ths. Inside the NDX 100, what we had is that you had Norwegian Cruises was the leader. Now, see, this is where you also can glean a huge amount of information. And what it is this. The leader inside the NASDAQ NDX 100 today was Norwegian Cruise Line. The NDX 100 failed on price and volume today. The best stock that was bringing it higher is Norwegian Cruise Line, which just went from a price point of $55, folks. It was at $37 yesterday. That's just a counter trend bounce. That's a dead cat bounce. You know, the stock has just gone down. We're down $18 in 4 months. Yesterday, or this week, it just went from $43. It was trading at $37 yesterday. That's a huge heads up, you know, because that's showing that that's not new strength in the NDX 100, when in fact it couldn't even hold its highs. That is equities that are bouncing. Look at the second one too. This is going to be cool. Bed Bath & Beyond. That's up 3.6%. I suspect, if I look at this, I believe this is the same type of mess. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, last 5 months went from $52, we're at $45. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Coming into Friday in the summer. What is that going to be? That's going to be light trading, folks. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman wave sequence. Using the Chapman wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And if you want to see something that's pretty cool, folks, in the aspect of large companies moving around, check this story out, because this is, well, let me read you the story first, then we'll go through it. So Deutsche Bank, the German lender that's retrenching operations from around the world, plans to hire several hundred workers for its operations in Florida. The Frankfurt-based lender plans to add 350 additional staff in Jacksonville by the end of next year, and lease the second building, according to an August 9th statement from Florida Governor Rick Scott. Deutsche Bank employs 1,800 workers in Jacksonville, including traders, bankers, wealth managers, and employees with information technology and compliance. The growth in Florida, so check this out, folks. They only had 100 employees in 2008. Now they got 1,800, and they're bringing in 350 more. In contrast to the cost-cutting measures that Deutsche Bank chief executive is pushing through through Europe's biggest investment bank. So, a couple different things here. When we take a look at the chart of Deutsche Bank, it's a mess. I mean, this thing has been going down for a long period of time. Let's bring it back. So, Deutsche Bank in 2007 was trading at $140. In the crash, it went to $18. There's a counter-trend bounce up to 63. Now, what you have is that you've been at this $13, $14 for about 3 months now. Now, this equity here, let me tell you something, folks. You want to keep an eye on it, and this is why. Two different reasons. The June low is $13.40. It had volume of 137 million. We went to a lower low in July, and we did 112 million. So you had lighter volume. Now, pull this back. I just want to see this on a... Okay, so now what you have to wait for is this. You wait for a sign of strength, and if you get a sign of strength, you'd buy the next pullback. And what's cool about this is that this equity, let me see what the short position is. People hate this equity, folks. They think it's going to go out of business, all of the above. So this equity only has a 2.6% short position, so there's not a lot of people that are short. They may have been short on the way down, but they're not short anymore. Okay, so technically, you're waiting for a sign of strength, and if you get a sign of strength, you buy the next pullback. Fundamentally, what you have here is this, is that news story there, folks, okay, what you're going to see, if you've never been to Jacksonville, right? Jacksonville is a pretty cool city, number one. It's kind of right on the St. Johns River, so it's not bad. But this is what you also have. That's where Everbank started. Jacksonville does have plenty of folks that understand the financial business. Does that make it good? Yeah, it makes it easier, but guess what? This is what's happening here. When you read through this is a no-brainer. What Deutsche Bank is doing, and we'll hear them screaming over in Europe and over in Germany, what is happening is that when you get rid of this many workers, they're cutting their overhead hand over fist, folks, okay? Because in Europe, you can't even lay people off without, I believe it's either a year or a year and a half notice, okay? They're changing their whole business plan. Because what does happen is this, you don't need your staff where you're doing business anymore. And what they've decided is that, guess what? Where's 2 years? Thank you, Duffy, I appreciate it. So it's 2 years in Germany, okay? 2 years, you have to give them notice. So, well, you know what they're doing? Bottom line, they go in the United States, they'll still be, now this is the biggest lender in Europe. They're going to the United States, they're gonna build a powerhouse in Jacksonville, okay, to service Europe. And they're gonna cut their overhead by beyond belief. That number is pretty amazing, actually. 1,800, so they're gonna be up to 2,150 back office workers. Well, this is not even back office. They're talking about traders, bankers, wealth managers, you know. So that is, that's a big number, man. That's something to pay attention to. And we'll pay attention to the next sign of strength that gets. I want to see how many employees they have. 1 second. Okay, so right now that would only be 2% of their employees. They have 101,000. But hey, just keep an eye on it, because that is saying a lot. That is absolutely saying a lot. And as I've said many times, things only you go down so long, go up so long. And the bottom line is that Deutsche Bank's not going out of business. You know, if you've learned anything in the United States in the financial debacle, bottom line is that just about every bank would have been out of business, and they're going to get bailed out. And thank God they got bailed out too. That's the bottom line, folks. Because if they didn't get bailed out, people would get hurt even worse. That's what it comes down to. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The heck just happened on my screen? That was weird. I just got blacked out here somewhere. There we go. Just give me 1 second. Whoops. There we go. We got it up. Okay. Okay, so let's go over to the financials. The XLF and the good old USA. XLF, well, XLF didn't get any traction today. So what you had with XLF is this. XLF traded sideways today. You're at 23.93. Oh, you're right at the highs. This is intriguing. So that's the number. So the high of the 31st of May was 23.93. We're at 23.93 right now. Let's take a look at J.P. Morgan Chase. You get J.P. Morgan. Yeah, that's off its highs. That's 65.46. We take a look at let's say Berkshire. BRK. Berkshire Hathaway is still the largest weighting structure inside the XLF. So Berkshire today was up $1. You're at 147.74, and 148.03 is the number. You know, tomorrow is going to be pretty wild. So what we had out here today, you get light volume, you got into the highs, coming into a Friday in the summer. I expect what you're going to see is that this is going to try to get a little bit higher. What the NQs did. Coming into the close again today, you still get sellers inside the NQs, meaning the NASDAQ futures. That just couldn't handle highs. NASDAQ futures got to 48.11, which got over the high of Wednesday, closed underneath it. That's a failure. has lighter volume, and dramatically lighter volume, by the way, inside the NASDAQ composite, which is really unusual. But you did 1.5 billion shares versus 1.649 yesterday versus 1.66 at the high, which was established on Wednesday. And at highs, just so you can get this wrapped, the actual benchmark that we were going against, which was last Friday, which was August 5th, is 2.01. So you're 500 million short on volume up at these highs. That's pure distribution, folks. You stay right there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We're going to be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, no matter where you are, right in this great country of ours, listening on your car radio, that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. The way you do it, you go to TFNN.com in the browser, hit Tiger TV, which is on the right-hand side. You're going to get great HD quality video as well as audio. Our man, Mr. Andy Hecht's coming up next, 5 to 6. He does a great show every Tuesday and Thursday. Live programming, folks, live market programming. We got our man, Mr. John Logan, that kicks us off every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning. If you want to know what's going on, not only in the U.S. markets, but the world markets, what we did overnight, great way to start your day, 8 o'clock in the morning. Hit that TFNN button on your phone, hit Tiger TV, And what you're going to see, John will go over all these markets, and it's so cool because it's 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's an hour and a half before our markets are open, folks. Just check it out right at TFNN. Now, market-wise out here, if we go to the SPYs first, what I expect you're going to see is this. SPYs want to basically test the highs once again. I suspect you're going to get it tomorrow. Why? Because what we did, we held price. We had lighter volume, but bottom line, you held price. So that's saying that, once again, this baby can get tested, meaning those highs can get tested. We look at the NDX 100. The NDX 100 is the weak link here, folks. The NDX 100 failed on price, failed on volume, all of the above. Who do I have on the phone? I'm sorry, I just can't see the IM.
It's Tim here.
Hey, Tim, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Keeping cool here, trying to keep cool. We consider it 88 degrees hot up here in Cleveland. So.
And that's 88. Oh, wow, man, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Listen, Cliff Natural Resources, CLF, they came out with an IPO the other day and took a real big hit on it. I'm just wondering if maybe the party's over on this one.
I'd say the party's going down. You're at 662. The party's going down to 583.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This, what has happened, folks, in the market in general, but particularly in the metals market and the commodity market, I'd say, okay, is that these equities, had come off the bottom. These equities got killed, right? Cliff said gone down to $1, right? $1.23, goes up to 8. That's when they get a push secondaries out so they can just get some cash in the till. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, do you own it? Are you looking to buy it?
Yeah, I own a fair position on this one.
Okay.
So, I'm not, not necessarily too worried about it. Even 548, that's not too bad a deal, even at that price, if you think that that's a pretty solid turning point.
Yeah, it's good. So,
is that good?
What you have is this. So, let's just look at it. They're offering their shares out at $6.75. So the bad thing when they do this is that it dilutes the stock. The good thing is that they have cash, which is important. You know what I'm saying? So 40, that means 7 4s are 28, 7 4s are 30. They're going to have like almost $280 million. Okay, so that is that's a positive. I mean that's the other side of it. It's what I would look into a bit, Tim, is that how much more can the subscriber base buy? Meaning when they do these secondaries, right, they normally leave another 10% on top of it that the broker-dealer can sell.
Yeah.
And that's not the end of the world either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you get a little more heat to take. Let me just look at something for a second. Yeah, they do have options. I wouldn't go delta neutral either. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you get a little more heat to take, man.
Okay.
Where I'm going is the high of April 28th. Go check that out, all right?
Okay.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have
Thanks.
a safe one. Mm-hmm. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Stay right here. Man, Mr. Andy Hex coming up next, folks. Go get him, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline.